Good morning, everyone. Need this is my summoner, guys. I need this is my summoner. We need some bars. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my friends. Hope you have all had a wonderful evening. Alright. How about a I'm 5 minutes late and you're all here Apple bonus? That's an on-time bonus for you. Hello, Alabrian. Good morning. Finishing weapons? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We will finish, but it'll be after I'm done with keys and before I go cry in my pillow. it fits perfectly in that slot in the day. Good morning, Dark Beef. Apples is candy? I love apples. I'm thinking about getting an apple. The where lived in this incident, yep. Those poor, oppressed people. Unwatchable, I don't blame you. I used to be a punctual streamer. It's horrifying how things change, honestly. You think you know a person? MSQ changed you, I know, guys, I'm sorry. It's so horrifying to look back and realize the ways in which it just changed. For the worst. Somebody gives you a music role and you become an arrogant person. Unbearable. Then you start yelling at your chat about things. Being mad. Ishgard music is amazing. Constipated Lullafell, thank you so much for the 2 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Streamer privilege, don't you hate it? Lord. It's almost as bad as other forms of privilege that exist in the world. Morning, Ashidomus. Is this therapy stream? Not yet. That'll come after the Mythic Plus keys. Basilius, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate the support. Grateful that you guys are enjoying the stream still. Yep, darn, that is exactly my thought. My Dragoon is level 83, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to keep pushing the Dragoon when I could spread some of that love around. That Dragoon will be 90 before he's done with MSQ, probably. This is a nice studious place. Look at that. What a beautiful backdrop for a Patriot in Ishgard. Hey, Asmalia. Good morning, my friend. How you doing? I hit 80 before I even got Stormblood. Oh my goodness. That's wild. Sylph, good morning. Thank you so much for the 5 months. I really appreciate the amazing support. You're 1 month away from what will soon be a new sub badge. Just finalized talking to the artist this morning, and she is going to make 4 Robin emotes and new sub badges for everyone. 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, and 5 year sub badges, all new coming out. And then after we see how those turn out, maybe I'll buy some more art. And she is saying that she wants to finish the art before DSR restarts. So you guys have that to look forward to. Darren, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are still enjoying the stream. Good morning, Rizator. Good morning. Recently started playing Ark. I played Ark for thousands of hours on an unbelievably unhealthy, obsessive basis. But let's be fair, that's me in a nutshell. Unhealthy and obsessive. I was doing, oh wow, now that's nice. I was doing crazy things. Like Ark had this breeding program, and you would breed dinosaurs, and they needed to be coddled every few hours. So I was like setting alarms to wake up in the middle of the night to take the dinosaur babies out for a walk and stuff like that. Like it was so much fun and so immersive, and yet so crazy in hindsight. Great game. I love that style of survival type game where you start with nothing and build your way up to becoming a superpower. That is a nice gun you got back there. I need to make a machinist for sure. I feel like Robin needs a gun. Yeah, Ark always struggled with bad servers, frequent lag. Man, it was a fun game. Check out Grounded. I'll look into it. Want to check out Raft? Oh, I play Raft with my daughter. It's so much fun. It's the perfect game to play with my 9-year-old daughter. I know they put out a new patch, so I need to boot it up and have a stream Gwendolyn again. Travel games are bootstrap simulators. Exactly, it's the American dream. You just alarms to imprint baby dinos. Yeah, me too. I haven't touched Ark since I broke away from it, just because of like how that kind of game gets me. Good morning, Azor. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the good morning gift subs. My goodness gracious. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Spreading the new sub badge love out before they come out. All of you guys will be getting new sub badges sometime around the time that we re-begin DSR progression. Are you really? You are late technically. I started long ago. I was, right. No, you're not. I haven't really started yet. I'm just talking. Sylph, thank you for the good morning 5 gift subs as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. How was your walk? I skipped my walk today. I woke up at like midnight and I couldn't sleep, so I did some random tasks. Some game related, some not. And then I went and took a nap. Cat decided to choose my headset cord to pieces. Man, that's annoying and exactly what a cat would do. How's your day so far? Our cats have, well, one of them one of the cats, Lucy, has a new habit where after my daughter like will go outside or something and comes back in and takes off her shoes, Lucy will stick her head in the shoe and just lay there with her head in the shoe for hours. So weird. It's so strange. Like, it's borderline creepy to me. I wish the cat would just chew up a cord or something and not do that. Beethoven, oh my goodness, we're having a little good morning sub session with 5 more gifted subs. Beethoven, Azure, and Sylph, thank you all so much for the good morning support, the good morning subs. Really appreciate it. This weapon stream, we did about, I don't know how much. We did some Warlit yesterday, and then I stopped in the middle because it was too much. And I'm going to finish it today after the keys this afternoon. We'll be back at it. Hey Shatane, good morning. Yeah, I hope work goes well. I was just telling the stream a little bit that you and I have talked, and that you're going to be doing some new emotes and some new sub badges for them soon. Very excited. Christylina, thank you so much for the sub. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. It's always like really gratifying to see someone resub after a gift sub. You know, that's a really nice feeling. It means that you enjoyed the stream. I'm very grateful. Your cats look pretty. Thank you, Sana. They are pretty cool cats, but that's weird. My cat named Lucy does weird stuff too. Maybe it is a name. Cat with feet fetishes. I don't know about this one. Maybe she just is like, man, how dare you leave? I missed you. Needs the scent or something. Stop being weird and be a minor inconvenience. Cats, right? We have 2, Lucy and Rosie, and we're gonna be adopting another 1 or 2 very soon. My younger daughter went to visit her grandmother on the farm, and they just had spring kittens, and she wants to adopt a couple of them. Odyssea, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you so much for the 2 months. I really appreciate the support. I miss my cat. I'm sorry, Floating Fat Man. My daughter's first real experience with death happened this year when our oldest cat, Matilda, died. She was an adopted cat. And she was about 2 years old when we adopted her. She was my oldest daughter's first kitty when she was about 5. And lived here from Ainsland's being around 5 until Ainsland was 14. And my youngest daughter, Matilda, was always in her life, right? She's 5 years younger. She's 9 now, and had just been born. So they lost their kitty Matilda earlier this year, and it was hard for them. Pics as soon as you get them. As soon as we get the new kitties, I will indeed share pictures. I mean, it is sad. It was heartbreaking, but it is, unfortunately, it will not be their last experiences with death. One of the heartbreaking things about loving animals is that they have shorter lives. Turtles? Yeah, man. There's just something a little bit less cuddly about a tortoise or a turtle, though, right? Stray Lily, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful. Parrot? I'm just not a fan of birds, my friends. I'm sorry. I grew up on a poultry farm, Not really a poultry farm, it's just like my parents raised poultry. I don't like birds. Birds are mean. Are you a mammal supremacist? Yeah. Lost 3 pets, their brothers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is hard. Geese are the worst. It's true. I was chased around the yard once by a big, angry gander while my parents laughed. I remember that memory vividly. The damn thing was as big as I was. Might as well find a nagging wife before getting a parrot. Cannot recommend. Get another kid. Takes 2 for that. And also, I have 2 kids, and they're amazing and wonderful, and I feel no compulsion to get another one. But also not something I can do by myself. Finding a parent or the wife? I mean, at least I've had no negative experiences with parents. I've never been left by a parrot before. So, maybe, I'm not saying you shouldn't get a parrot. Oh god, why are you guys doing me like this already this morning? Alright. I've stalled enough. Man, he's just sitting there working on a gadget with his sawed off in front of him. I'm so proud. No experience with women or parrots? You will. Women and parrots are an inevitable part of our lives, and I'm sure an enjoyable one. I had a parrot when I was a kid. Oh no, it flew away. I don't know, I've never had a pet bird. I just don't really like birds. Women, on the other hand, are awesome. They are awesome. My daughters are awesome. And they will be strong and wonderful women. He admits he'll get a parrot. If my kids wanted a parrot, they could have a parrot. There are very few things that I won't, that I would say no to. Want to make sure men don't do stupid things. I don't know about that one, my friend. Sometimes that's true. I mean, sometimes it's true that just having someone with you can make it less likely to do stupid things, right? 2 people are almost always smarter than 1 person. But any good friend can do that for you. Man, woman, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes multiple people together become more stupid. You can see that almost every night on Fox News. It's time to start the MSQ. You stand in the Sky Steel manufactory. What is it you require? Issued by Garland Ironworks, this promissory note is intended for the purchase of a quantity of cerulean. What are your thoughts? You made Weapon Series Ultimate. I've done 3 weapons so far, and they were all really cool fights. The Emerald weapon was a really cool fight and had amazing music, so I think I would love an Ultimate to get about the weapons. You have chat to keep you company? I do, and I'm grateful for it. It really has been an experience streaming the MSQ with all of you. It's got to be, I don't know, it's unique. I've never experienced something like this before. This many people passionate about the same story, loving the same game, deeply invested in other people's enjoyment of the same game and the same story. It is truly a very special thing. Gonna eat some unrefrigerated eggs. I don't know, you guys got some magic eggs. That was one of the most horrifying things I've ever learned about Europe. We love your reactions. I'm grateful and glad that you do. I love your guys' reactions to my reactions. What do you think about my reactions to your reactions to my reactions? How dare you? Yep. Alright, let's order this ceruleum. I'm sorry, Presea, I was speaking with this gentleman. You're kind of interfering with my purchase right now. Perhaps take a step to the back of the line? Thank you. So you're after ceruleum. In that case, please present the note to our engineer at the airship landing. He'll be glad to assist you. Weapons is on break until after I complete Mythic Plus Dungeons today, sometime around, I believe, 1900. And then it'll be time to do weapons together. We're going to finish it this afternoon. This evening for many of you. We're emotional vampires. I mean, and it's funny to talk about and tease a little bit, but that's a very beautiful and human thing to do, because it isn't really vampirism or parasitism, it's commensalism. Humans, good people, come together in suffering and trauma and transform it into meaning and strength through shared experience. I sound really cheesy. Let's keep playing the game. I think your reactions to our reactions to your reactions of our reactions are kind of lacking. It's true. I'm not a talented reactor. I need to up my game. Eden raids were exceptional, I would say. The Eden story was fairly weak. Wait. Did I mess something up? I don't think I actually did the quest. Too much reactings. I don't think I actually did the quest. No, I did. I did. Alright, we're good. We're just gonna go talk to this engineer. Ceruleum. You've come to the right man. Fair warning though, the price has shot up on account of the uncertainty with the Empire, so I hope you've got the coin. I have a check from Sid Garland. Well now, a promissory note from the Ironworks. Don't see many of these. Not that it's a problem, it's good as gold to me. Some of us are suffering from lack of emotions after Novel's playthrough. I'm afraid I'm not. I know that Novel's a relatively well-known lore master, I guess, of Final Fantasy as well, and I've heard he does WoW stuff too. But I've never watched his streams. He's a statue? Oh yeah. Me too. Honestly, I don't know what you get out of my stream. I'm just kind of glossing over the story, coasting along. True Midwestern Chad that never lets his emotions show. You guys know it. Bait? Not really bait so much as, well, a bald-faced lie. That you all know is a lie and is therefore not a lie. What? Oh, it's one of the chieftains. Or at least one of the members of the tribes upstairs.
My friend! After the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places.
You did stoic? Man, stoic is such a cool word that has never in my life applied to me.
As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem. To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard, that we might together plot a course.
Aye. Nod.
Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion, I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas, he is, as ever, a difficult man to find.
Yep. Estinian is
I am informed
always
he
where
recently
wants
paid a
to
visit
be.
to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you? But tell me, what business brings you to our fair city this day?
I think we're doing 5.4?
A cure for tempering. You never cease to amaze me. Until now, our only hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed. Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it.
Excellent. Of course he should be excited.
In this
Tempering has
matter,
been a death
you may
sentence.
count on Ishgard's full support.
Curing it would eliminate a lot of executions, which all good people should want. Kind of hyper well. He and I are good friends. He was glad to see me. It's cool to get to go back every now and then and talk to characters who are an important part of the story. Keep you grounded in the world. Morning, Exdia. Morning, Michelle. We're in 5-4. Sword and Azeroth, yeah. Stuck at Sword and Azeroth at the end of an expansion. Haven't looked at it in 2. Good morning, Hybrid. I hope you're well.
Oh, who would have thought ceruleum weighed so much? Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose. I should have just done what you did and accepted help.
Bigs and smalls. Are you talking about wigs and veg?
Good work, you two. This is all we asked for and more. Quite a lot more now that I look at it. Lord Emmerich, eh? And entirely by chance. Ha! Some people have all the luck.
We have also succeeded in configuring the terminals, thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
Nero's back, I'm guessing.
It's been a while, hero. You seem surprised to see me. Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for tempering. But if you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise. And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
This guy is such a jerk. We love him.
For all the effort it took to track you down after your latest disappearing act, you could find the cure for death, and it wouldn't be worth the trouble.
In the gray, good morning.
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel not only across dimensions, but through time. Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 parts to Garland's 1. And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
Very well then. I'll do 1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond you.
These guys.
Whatever you say, Garland.
Right. If everyone's ready, let's begin. All appears to be in order. Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up? This may take a while.
See them as good friends, same with Reen and Gaia. I saw Reen and Gaia as beginning a good friendship that did potentially have romantic overtones, but teenagers date all the time. It's largely harmless and could be a good thing. Sid and Nero? I don't know one way or the other. They have a very good relationship based on mutual teasing. Look at all those monitors. I need to get another monitor. Before marriage, harmless. Computer.
Damn it. It's overloading.
How many monitors do you have? 2, I feel like, is borderline mandatory for a streamer. 1 for the game, 1 for the chat.
We'll have to shut it down.
Dating after
Wait!
marriage is frowned
We're
upon.
close! So very close!
Oh.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Please, a moment longer. I beg you. There!
Oh. You guys forgot about a cooling system.
I was able to memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
Oh. Wow. Very good.
It's just as well. She'll never run again.
The fault is mine. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It may fall short of dimension hopping, but a cure for tempering is not to be sniffed at.
One-time use supercomputer.
This, my friend, is a world-changing discovery. One we're proud to have had a hand in. A few Magitech terminals are a pittance to pay.
Are you sure you don't want to take some notes? Write it down, just in case.
Thank you.
Well, we've done what we can. The rest is up to you.
It's okay. I mean, Robin memorized it too. It wasn't a big deal. Anyone could have done it, really. Robin was useful in that scene, right? Pull up the VOD. Actually true. At long last, we have our cure. In theory, at any rate, we cannot be certain until the time we put it to the proof, but I am quietly confident. Jacob, thank you for the sub. Well, if we're to test it on someone, I suggest Gabu. His symptoms are relatively mild. Yes, as long as we exercise due caution, it will be fine. Without further ado, then let's make for Limsa. We've kept Gabu waiting long enough. Gabu is tempered. Apparently, yes. I think it could almost as easily have been explained as, like, extreme trauma-based withdrawal. But he is indeed tempered. He exhibits the flattening of his ether that is tempering, apparently. So, he's tempered, I guess. But he also suffered extraordinary trauma, right? Went on a mission to save his parents, went back to the summoning location and found his parents' corpses already sacrificed to enact his summoning. Went into kind of a rage-filled moment that in itself summoned a titan that resonated with his energy and sought vengeance. That's a traumatizing experience for a child. How was he still not tempered? She was, basically. It's just that there's different symptoms of tempering and different kinds of tempering, and it's not always violent or uncontrollable. Our first experience with tempering was with Ifrit, and we immediately were instructed that we had to kill the tempered soldiers because they would do nothing save constantly try to resummon Ifrit, but the sylphs deal with their tempered in a very different way. So too with the tempered of, like, primal, I don't know what to call them, paragons of primals or something, I don't know, Ysael and Thordan and the ones who kind of embody a culture's faith, hopes, and ideals. There's definitely different kinds of temperings. This is the moment. I'll have my host bring Gabu to us at once. I mean, even Gabu's another example where he's more like... He's not like either the Sylph-tempered or the Ifrit-tempered. He's just placid and sad.
Apologies for the wait.
Gabu, have you been good? ...
Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now. We're going to help you get better.
Fancy meeting you here.
Alphino, Y'shtola! I thought you were attending to primal matters.
We were, and came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you. Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment?
so.
Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul. Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Ah, nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
There he is.
By doing so, we also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Excellent. With your permission, then, let us begin.
Alright. Let's fix Kabu. Oh my.
Yes, this will do.
Graha fully powered up.
And now, it's my turn.
Always good to take turns.
Tis done.
Yep. That's about how I react after too.
No small amount indeed.
After I loan out all my
We
ether,
seek to go
of
where
course.
even the Allagans did not. It was never like to be easy. The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one.
Why didn't they channel Angelo? Because Graha's the one who knows the spell. They gave Graha power, and then what Graha just did wasn't just send the pig power. He actually did a spell.
I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
You have Twitch chat scrolled down. I just see what I see when I see it.
'Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
I don't actually watch my stream on the other monitor. It's the whole screen is Twitch chat. Which is really probably what makes being a streamer so hard. An entire monitor of Twitch chat is too much Twitch chat for anyone. Hey, hi everyone. Oh my goodness. American-sized chat. Of course, everything here is American-sized. Chat, the portions, the people. This seems as good a spot as any to have a rest. The freedom.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago. I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light corrupted alike. They were problems to be tolerated, or else eliminated, I believed. And to think otherwise was pure naivety. Childishness, even.
Yeah, this bothered Robin from the very beginning. That first moment when we dealt with Ifrit and they were like, alright, now kill the tempered. And you're like, whoa.
But
why?
Alisaie refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation.
Alisaie is good.
However much we bicker, I have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion. I should, I know. Yet, despite my good intent, I have the feeling that I would only succeed in incurring her ire.
Love Alfie, she's grown. Alfie has grown a lot. Absolutely true. Monka.
Alisaie, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
I'm so glad to see you all.
Aw.
Delighted, happy, glad.
Gabu's
Gaboo!
cured. That's so cool. Like a very long storyline kept alive through all of this time.
All this time, my mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan. But I never forgot about Mother and Father. Always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always. So I tried to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alisaie's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember. One thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gaboo. They helped him to hold on.
I'm so proud of you, Gaboo.
What a good boy.
I couldn't have done it without you, Alisaie. Can you help the others too? Cure them, heal them, help them?
Yes, we can. All of them.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to add certain caveats regarding the viability of the treatment for general use. As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands a profuse amount of ether. And while Alize was able to heal Gabu alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been altered through prolonged exposure to a primal's influence. All of which is to say that we cannot save everyone.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gabu, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Og. Hella based. This was the very first version, the very first attempt at the treatment. Gotta find some economies of scale. Mass produce the cure. Maybe in the form of a bullet.
Then the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of porkses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
Solid as a prophet, of course. We could institute a pharmaceutical company.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master Matoya. The real one.
Let's go.
I have to go now, Gabu. But the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
All right. Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
Lolo Rito Pharma, I'm gonna throw up. You're gonna make me physically ill. Salt pills. Oh, yep. Let's industrialize this treatment. Corporatize it. Profitize it. And then tax it. As she will be at pains to remind me, I have not paid Master Matoya a visit since returning to the first. But this seems as good a time as any. Come, let us make for her cave. Tempering was curable. Does that make the Warrior of Light a murderer? I'm not sure that the Warrior of Light is ever responsible for his actions. You need to have agency, and we don't. But to our credit, the very first time we were told that the Tempered needed to be killed, we protested. Why not, imprison them and look for a cure? It's really cool that this long after that first thought, Alice has pursued and found a cure. I think that's awesome. Very cool storytelling. It's really neat. But for the most part, Robin himself, the Warrior of Light himself, did not go around executing Tempered. Robin fights Tempered that are in the way, or that are fighting him. Robin combats enemy combatants. And even when your enemy is Tempered or tempered, or, you know, our own versions of it, such as conscription, right? Many people in the history of our planet have fought and killed one another, even though they were both essentially innocent. Each side being conscripted soldiers of one tyrant or another, forced to fight at pains of being punished in various ways, or their families punished in various ways. And oh, I got out too early. We were picking up another writer, and there's no help for it, right? You're being put into a situation that you can't control, and you have to do what you need to survive. Innocent people kill each other in those situations, and that's kind of the same situation with Robin and Tempered. If a Tempered is in his way, fighting him when he goes to kill a primal, then it is an enemy combatant, and there's no moral blame on Robin for doing so, even though that Tempered is in fact an innocent and could have been saved, just like an enemy conscripted soldier across the lines in World War I was also an innocent. The world sucks in that situation. The tyrants who caused it suck in that situation, not the individual soldiers. Anyway, that's a long way of saying, of course Robin's not a murderer. All of his killings are justified and or in self-defense. Morning, Bright. Did that include lawyer knowledge? No, none of that was knowledge. That was just all stuff, I think. Thank you for the ride. I appreciate it. That was an extraordinarily cordial and comfortable Uber ride. I take it you're ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil. Very well. I love this music. What about Copperbell Mines? In Copperbell Mines?
Word from you all this time, then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
Copperbell Mines was when we were basically a tool for the moneyed interests of Ulda, right? The Lalas made us go into the mines and kill people whom they had enslaved and imprisoned. That's a bad time.
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude.
Just followed orders? Yeah. It's true. Robin doesn't have agency in that situation. It wasn't good. That was the first time I didn't like Lalas. The very first time. But of course, once placed in the position after having entered the homes of the insurrectionists were reaching and we were entitled to defend ourselves. That's preemptive self-defense in a nutshell. Invasive self-defense.
I'm told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
Here's you of your racism. The only reason that I hated Lalas is because they appeared to all be wealthy, tyrannical, oppressive oligarchs. And I'm not sure Totaro is a counterexample.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Yeah, there are several counterexample lalas.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
Alfie?
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Grandma's mad. Why don't you ever call me?
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
Now you're
You
calling me
there.
old.
Were you going to introduce yourself?
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I am proud to call myself a scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits.
Yeah, Kryle's always off visiting Master Matoya.
Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
That wasn't as nice as you thought.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Younger? He is younger. He was born in a year later than she was, therefore he is younger. All that soul gallivanting around through time doesn't count.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day.
He's lived longer. Most of it was asleep. Doesn't count. Time spent sleeping doesn't count against your age. That's why you should sleep more. Keep you young.
So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create porxies with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reached double figures.
Sleeping is a form of temporary time travel. We all tap time travel every day. Living is time travel. Moving forward in time 1 second per second.
But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother porxie, as it were.
A mother porxie.
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
Changing time zones is time travel. So it's daylight savings time. Just creating time. There was a time, guys, don't think about this going too much. There was a time when, during the last Race to World First, we usually create fairly detailed schedules of exactly what we're going to do and when. From such and such a time to such and such a time, we're doing splits, and then from such and such a time to another time, we're doing Mythic Plus. And they add it all up, and then they make another spreadsheet calculating how much time we need for all of this and that, and that's how we figure out how many characters to do. Roger messed up in the spreadsheet and just left an hour out. It went from 1300 to 1400, and then the next slot was 1500 to 1600, and we hadn't just done anything with the 1400 to 1500. And you wouldn't believe how excited the officers were when they realized that. Holy shit, we've got 7 more hours. We just created 7 more hours. We can do so many more splits. Alright, off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make your familiar is there. That may be, but no one has set foot in there since the Exodus. I dread to imagine what's become of it. There's sure to be a handful of feral familiars and mayhap a monster or two, but nothing to trouble the likes of you. You can consider cleaning up the place payment for my help. Alright. That sounds like we need to go do a cleanup job. Good girl. Now, if there are no other objections, I suggest you run along to the Maker's Quarter. I'll send one of my pirogos ahead to let you into the workshop. You need only tell them who you are. One can't be too careful after all. Off you go. Alright, Maker's Quarter. Puro Rogo in the Maker's Quarter. We need to clear out the workshop so that she can make a big mama porgy to make all kinds of baby porgies. Ooh, the Uber was waiting for me. Some orange juice. Good morning. Thank you so much. I'll have some breakfast on this car ride. I hope you don't mind me eating in your car. Maybe some more. Cat girl Uber. Robin gets all the cat girls. And can you blame him? Robin is beautiful. What about other girls? Girls, boys, in-betweens. Everybody loves Robin. And Robin loves everybody. Thank you for the ride, I appreciate it. Poro Rogo. Even Lalas? A few Lalas. Not all Lalas. Hashtag. Ugh. Greetings, Ribbit, and welcome to my good mistress's relict. Poro Rogo is my name, and I'm honored to be your guide. Yeah, it was hard for me to even say that. Within you will find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, along with a cavern wherein the requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, the place has not played host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years, and will, I regret, be in some disarray. But rest assured, my brothers and I shall see to it you do not lose your way. Now then, Ribbit, only say the word and I will show you in. Matoya's Relict, now available. Even Lolorito? No. We hate Lolorito. I want the Sultana to execute Lolorito and confiscate his belongings to be used for the greater good. Matoya's Relict. The Maker's Quarter was once home to some of the finest crafters Eorzea had ever seen, but it has lain in forgotten ruin since the Charlayan Exodus. It is there, hidden amidst overgrown foliage, that the entrance to the former workshop of the Archon Matoya can be found. Seeking to create a familiar that creates familiars, we throw open the doors and step into the moldy old hole. The first souls to do so for decades. Which half do you hate more? The two that are together at the moment. Can anyone recommend a... Oh my god! This is a holy sanctuary, a holy cathedral to the work of our Lord and Savior Yoshi P. And we do not tolerate heresy in this holy house. We believe with all our hearts that Yoshi P has given us a perfect game, containing all that you need within it. And if you can't find it within it, then it oughtn't to be found. ACT is banned here. I'm teasing, you can talk about it all you want. I think I'm gonna do this dungeon as a summoner. How do I AoE as summoner? Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4. Yep, I think that's it. Alright, you guys ready? Matoya's Relic. Let's go. Froggies.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients. Listen well to what the Porogos say, or you'll wish you had.
Oh my. Nah, Jayan, I'm just spreading the MSQ leveling experience out among different jobs, because I have too much on Dragoon. This is super evocative music. Very Summoner's Sorcerer's Apprentice. Clay can be had at the Cauldron. Yeah, it's super Sorcerer's Apprentice, isn't it? Yeah, Cockfin, that's exactly right. And those are some shiny spell effects. Oh, wee. I'm pushing the wrong button. I forgot to push my cooldowns too. Push it now. Ruby Disaster. Can't move, casting forever. guess I may as well summon this. Balls on the ground. What are these? Maybe I need to be further. Why is it still chasing me? All right. Is that gonna do another ripple? They're blocking the goal. Oh, I'm playing soccer. I'm out of range. Alright, that's kind of neat. You mean football? Listen, either you're British, in which case you invented the word soccer, so leave me alone, or you're not English speaking and you should leave my language alone. Either way, I'm right. I'm Aussie. That's basically British. You have a queen. Football in England? Yes, but English also invented the word soccer. It's short for association, something or another. They made the word too. The Americans got it from them. It's a fine word. This obsession over there being some kind of weird split between soccer and football happened because of, I don't even know, dislike of things Americans say or something. Big damn. Hand egg? I mean, it's football. You can tell because every now and then they kick it. Sometimes. Just that for fun. So many bright lights. Holy shit, this job's got some insane animations. Playing with big summons? Of course, of course. What is this? Oh, we want to go up there. Oh, okay. I'm here, don't worry. I got you. Okay. I'm glad I was there. Do an alliance raid with everyone's spell effects on? That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see everyone's spell effects. Just not when I'm raiding. How do you get so many high-level jobs? You love them instantly. It's my extraordinary facility for games developed over several years of raiding at a world first level and playing World of Warcraft games. Nobody knows better than I how to level quickly in a World of Warcraft game. And I just apply those same methods to Final Fantasy. The exact methods. Not a lie. I know. That was all true. I boosted some jobs so that I could do the role quest without having to take a break from the MSQ to level for several days. I'm gonna go back and do the job quest for them later. I think that'll be really fun. But I wanted them done right away so I didn't have to, you know, take like a multi-day break from MSQ to level. Thank you, Ms. Kaz. That was extremely generous of you. I really appreciate the support. Many gifted subs today, and I'm grateful for all of them. Thank you very, very much. You like licorice? No. I bet I can make it out of this. I don't think I'm gonna get a Ruby Disaster off on this pack. Oh, I did. Hog. Ruby Disaster looks really cool. Smite this fiend once and for all, Ribbit. Smited the fuck out of him. Let's go, Big Bird. Is this a boss room? Oh, okay. We're stirring the kiln. You're pressing buttons on the mouse? No? Well, some, yeah, actually. Yeah. Fester's on the mouse.
Right then. Let's get this over with. Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Huh. Angry Piggy. Porcine Porcelain, Mother Porksy. Oh, there's a portal. An interstitial portal. Man, I don't know where to go. Oh, there. That's where I go. My friends are showing me the way. Thank you. They know how likely I am to get lost. Going that way was a mistake. Why can't I jump? Stop Dragoons from having fun. I thought maybe I wasn't in that. Wouldn't want to jump. I'm sure it would be fine. She's hidden. Whoa. Whoa, what the frickety frack? You know what? Fuck that. What? It didn't work! Alright. Unlucky. That was totally out of my control. Ignores anti-knockback. Yep, I learned that. That's true. Very pressing abilities on the mouse. I have some buttons key-bound to the mouse, yes. Fester is bound to the mouse. So is the button that lets me fester. You guys... Oh, you're petting it. Not spawning is third party. Of course that's not true. You can do it right in the game's menu. If Yoshi P allows it in game, then Yoshi P intends it to be used in game, and all is it according to God's will.
There we are, quite tame.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
Twin energy. Robin would help, but he just used all his ether fighting the pig. That's why they didn't ask him.
That should suffice.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some
have to do it?
corpses. Assuming
First
that
of all,
is,
he's the one
someone
that
can
knows the
spare
spell.
the requisite energy.
Second of all, he's casting it by virtue of the royal Allegan blood's memory something or another attributes. That's what he said in the cave with Master Matoya. He was like, I'm the only one who can do it because I am of the royal line of Alleg.
A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say.
Yeah.
Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos.
They all need their
And
own
we can
names,
make as
of
many
course.
more as we want, simply by providing the Mother Porksy with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone, we're a step closer to our goal.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Lominsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand.
Never heard a woman say that to me. It's usually what he says.
Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
In addition to the Porkses, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
What the fuck? Jesus.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
No. Sit down, kid. Also, bye. Hope I have that sass when I'm old. I'm certain you will. There's no secret. If you want to have sass, you'll have sass. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Y'shtola. They're peas in a pod, aren't they? They have an awesome relationship. Everyone deserves a great grandma. You may now enter. Oh yeah, I don't care. Well then, my friends, let's return to Limsa Lominsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. Skipper, it doesn't count as skipping when they've said the same thing that many times. Look, I have an emote bar now. Whoa, Robin. I have two grandmas. My grandfather died a few months ago. I'm sorry to hear that, Sidious. I hope you were able to say goodbye and had a nice relationship with him. How was Whirlit? We don't talk about Whirlit. Tidings for the Admiral, you say? She's presently receiving guests, but for the Scions, I know she'll make an exception. Follow me. I will be finishing Whirlit after Mythic Plus this afternoon, sometime around 19 or 2000. Sahagin, in a meeting with the Admiral, along with the representative of the Kobolds. It truly is a new age. My friends, what brings you here this day? You shouldn't finish it. I have to. I need to know. We have to kill that son of a bitch. Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you, Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We've done it. Here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks, truly. This will do much to advance the cause of peace, yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beastman. Like maybe not using the word beastman. Bah, even to speak thus divides us. Oh, she is aware. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For though summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are only symptoms of it. True. If we're to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. Live in peace with different people on the same land? Absurd. Take their stuff and put them on a reservation. Or kill them all. Only solutions I know about. 'Twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Lamintans have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history's been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer. The matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. And his head must be so heavy. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight. And so I dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you've achieved the impossible again and again and again. Share, when they were there first, listen. Who was there does it first. Who was there first doesn't matter nearly as much as who brought the bigger guns. And I thought it high time that I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. If God wanted kobolds to win, he would have gave them guns. So true. You always know who's right in any given conflict by who brought the bigger guns. Acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners wouldn't hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of the 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would founder without them. I'm given to understand that their leader, Captain Hilfer, has been bedridden for some time with an ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads, a man named Sickard, recently risen to prominence among their ranks. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We've invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I've tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they've learned nothing of any value. Alright, I'm gonna say ... We have a nose for the truth. Whatever this Sickard wants, I'm sure we could find out. Nod. Don't look at Robin like Robin's gonna have something meaningful to contribute to this discussion. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. This is good. It's progress. Although Miss Plays is of course correct that the tribes were there first, and their treatment of them has basically caused all of the problems with Primal that the people of Limsa Lominsa are so regret. It is a movement in the right direction. It's a step in the right direction to seek peace instead of continuing the vicious cycle of pressure the tribes, they get afraid, they summon a Primal, so we go there and kill the Primal, also killing a lot of them, so they're pressured, so they summon a Primal. This is still good. By way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know this Sickard. If you could approach the pirates, Robin, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers. Alright. We're searching for the leaders of the pirate powers. There's one in both of these directions. Time zones are fake since the Earth is flat. Time zones are stupid anyway. I don't understand why we don't have metric time yet. Why did the Scions not give Porxies directly to tribes instead of giving a bargaining chip to Alliance powers? The funny thing is that they talked about the Porxies being, like, given to the tribes, I thought. Curious about Sickard, are you? As am I, my friend. As am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioner's experience made a marked improvement. Man, I'm gonna start over. I did not understand the sentence. I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced an improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the Lassacrossi permits us to attack only Garlean vessels. Yet these have all but vanished from the seas since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I can't imagine that they would willingly abandon the old ways. The tribes are tempered? I don't think they all are. Anyway, giving the cure to the city-states to help the tribes, setting aside, forcing help on them. It is in the city-state's own interest not to use it as a lever or a bargaining chip. You cannot negotiate with tempered, and you can with people who aren't tempered, so it's not like they'll be shooting themselves in the foot to say we won't give you the medicine, because the medicine makes them neighbors that you can live with. Assuming that you can find a way to make peace with the native tribes. How are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they're not likely to share it with their rivals, but maybe you'll have more luck. Tribes don't care for the cure? That seems like a bold claim, my friend. And I'm not sure I believe you. Misplays! Thank you not only for the gifted subs earlier, but for continuing your sub. I really appreciate it. It's always very gratifying when someone continues a gifted sub, because it means you actually enjoyed the stream that you kind of maybe only saw on a whim or because of a host, and the gifted sub found you. But this means you like it. I really appreciate it. You didn't give any subs? Oh, who did I falsely attribute to you? I apologize. Either way, I do appreciate your sub. Oh, damn, sorry. Miss Plays, not Miss Kaz. I apologize to both of you. Miss Kaz gifted the subs, and I am appreciative of those as well. I'm behind because I've been sick, but I'll catch up eventually. I hope you're feeling better. If you're still sick, I hope that you get well. Don't worry, the VODs will be there for you. Too many Mrs. I confused you momentarily. Alliance best interest in the tempering. Yeah, this is in their own interest. They don't want to deal with tempereds. You want to know about Sickard? He's a wily bugger is what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Moan Scat's place at Old Hilford's side. There was a time we raced the executioners for our pick over the Empire's fleet, but the Garleans are gone, and those days with them. Owing to which, we've all of us had to look for other ways to make ends meet, with that jumped-up Bildrat Sickard landing the juiciest, whatever it is. Yeah, the VOD from yesterday's yesterday's weapons and today's weapons are likely to be Sag VODs. but we're gonna do it. We're gonna get through it. Not that we sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats from the fishbacks and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for our trouble, you see. Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters as can't sail on account of getting old or wounded or with child, and they cook it up and sell it for a pretty profit. Simple. Look, a social safety net. Sounds pretty communist to me. I miss the old ways, don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all bad. Aw, isn't that nice? They're no longer attacking and fighting Imperial ships and instead are serving as guards and guardians. And it's working out. It's working out well. We love to hear it. Need to teleport upstairs. I can't. Because I'm already here. I need to teleport downstairs. Easy navigation for me. More than most stories, it feels like you have a social change in 14. It does, yeah. When we started in ARR, it was essentially open warfare between the cities and the tribes, with a lot of the cities essentially looking down on the tribes as nuisances or dangers, things to be eliminated and controlled. No qualms or compunctions whatsoever about killing them, considering them despicable essentially for summoning primals. And now we've recognized the root causes of these conflicts, acknowledged the truth that Y'shtola has been saying since way back in the Scions meetings about how the cities are themselves the root cause of this conflict, and it will take change on their part to end it. We're all growing. It's good. I see everyone has returned. Who would like to go first? What's your thoughts of the weapons? We don't talk about it right now. So, just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sickard turned the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before. But no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they're coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbor Herald. The publication has been investigating the secret of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be public. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Hoary Boulder, who's been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the Thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds and Sahagin lack the means with which to summon them. Do you mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes, though we have no hard evidence as yet. We must investigate further. Agreed. How do we proceed? I have an idea about that. In fact, I've already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. DSR starts after the MDI is over. In the southern continent, Hayur are a beast tribe? So the Garleans were all beast tribes. What was the furthest prog point of DSR? We see meteors many times. Never with everyone alive. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Limsa Lominsa, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction and will shortly pose as a potential buyer in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. The man is due to be at Ocean's Embrace in Lower La Nocia shortly. I suggest we make our way there. Okay. We continue to chase down the bloody executioners who are standing in the way of peace with the beast tribes. Going north. When are you planning to continue DSR? After MDI is over, sometime in July, we will go back to DSR and slay it. For sure. We're gonna get our shiny weapons. Probably only take us 10 days, I would say. That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait, if he's truly in league with the bloody executioners, he'll surely be wary of those allied to the Admiral, the Scions, not least of all. Compared to you and Robin, I have an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Graha is right. And even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. Genteel? But very well. I leave it to you, Graha. Robin will be fully geared before you clear it. It's true. I mean, fully geared isn't true, but Robin will be doing DSR at some point for a shiny weapon. Got business with me, Catboy. You're the crystal wholesaler? Excellent acting. I am, but you're not a merchant. What do you want the crystals for? It's gonna take more than 10 days. Of course I know that, Rikito. How did you like the Elidibus trial? You mean the Warrior of Light? I thought it was awesome. It was super cool. Tier unlocks next week? Yeah, but tomes don't. Don't look at us, you idiot! You'll give yourself away! Graha is not trained in subterfuge, I can see. I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? You need crystals to make staffs like that fine specimen you've got there. That's right. I am indeed a weaponsmith, and I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you, show me your wares. Wow. We don't invite just anybody into our stores. It takes time to establish trust. You understand? You're leveling White Mage right now? Yeah, the plan is to play White Mage in the next Savage tier on Robin. Depending on time and everything, I'm gonna be leveling a lot of jobs on Robin. Experience the job stories, play some more jobs. I'm really enjoying the game, so there's not much I don't want to do in the game. Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. Why not Dragoon? I would love to play Dragoon next tier. But I have to find someone else to sit in healer jail for me to do it. Alright. It's plain that no ordinary crystal is adorning your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me. Is the ass rework coming back? That's some copium. You'll swipe more jobs? No, I've swiped all the jobs I intend to swipe. The rest of them I'll level and play through. Seems to be working. Let's follow them. Lock Roger in the healer jail. The fiendish simplicity of the effectiveness of healer jail is that you have to get out, and you can't. You can't lock someone else in because you're locked in. Roger's out there taunting me, and there's nothing I can do about it. How the heck am I gonna push him in and lock the door? I'm locked in. Get preach. I think that'd be awesome. But we also have Narco, Mires, other people that were sitting for like this DSR progression who may want to come back in the next Savage tier. So who knows if we have how many people we'll have playing. Maybe one of them will get baited. Yeah, I think they know. Just say no. I could, of course, say no and not heal. But then I'd need to find a new group of people to play with. They would just be like, all right, that's fine. And they'd get a new healer. It doesn't actually fix any problems. I would rather play with my friends, regardless of the job, than abandon them. They went into that tunnel. Quietly now. Have 2 Echo Statics. We don't have enough people who want to play Final Fantasy. We have basically 9 people who are interested in Final Fantasy right now. I guess 10. We have 10 people. But every now and then, like, a couple of them don't want to play, right? Mires didn't want to play this tier, neither did Narco. Next tier, I'm not sure. You won't find any finer crystals, especially not for the price. Your friends will try healing? No, they won't. Indeed, I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about them, if that's your worry. They're from Ogamoro, if you take my meaning. Also, I'm not sure that they should, right? If we're truly trying to consistently get better and play better every tier and progress faster every tier and potentially even make a play for top 10 at some point in the future in a few tiers, then it behooves us to continue getting better within our roles, not just constantly swapping them around. Stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed, so how much do you want? You can only get so good at White Mage. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I've reached a point of diminishing returns on skill gains on healer, that is true. Ogamoro, taken from the kobold, just as we suspected. That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around. Slowly. Guys, he's got a gun. I'm Sickard, acting captain of the bloody executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are. Signs. How did he know? We also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere, see? Comes with being the only true pirate crew left in Limsa. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. Question is, what are you here for? You are bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You've spoken plain, and I shall return the favor. We came here to learn why the bloody executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. If Limsa Lominsa makes peace with the kobolds, you would lose the source of your newfound wealth. That's right. Just to remind you, though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessel not flying the Imperial flag, but it don't say nothing about beastmen. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet is because we don't want no one taking our business. Wait, just listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Him especially. While the Maelstrom were worrying about dirtying their fancy red clobber, you lot stormed Ugamaro and battered bleeding Titan himself. Raised a mug to you when I heard the news. And now we're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors, we are. When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after them. But with the Garleans gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on except the beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Contentious though some may find your views, it's true, you have broken no laws. Southern pirate, he says ain't. Therefore he's from the Midwest or the South. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face. Unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa Lominsa has some other cause to hide in a cave. Well said. Well said indeed. Alright, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue, the Astalicia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. Wrong continent? What on earth do you mean? There's no particular reason why anyone from Eorzea should sound like anyone from planet Earth. Southern is as good as British. Certainly, in every way, Southern is as good as British. I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa Lominsa are not to be trifled with. All's well that ends well. Graha Tia's timely provocation had the desired effect, and Sigurd has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to Limsa Lominsa and pass on his invitation to the Admiral. Have you seen the world map? Every now and then they bring it up in a PowerPoint. Yeah? Unless you mean the IRL world map. In which case, why would I? I live in America. In game, it's the new world. I don't know what you mean, Alice. Robin, your companions have already reported to the command room. Will you be joining them? Yes. Why are 70 to 80-year-olds considered unemployable due to a skill mismatch and mental health decline that they let them run the country? I got nothing. Welcome back, my friends. What news? So they've been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice to say, I accept Sigurd's invitation, and I would have you join me as my guests. The future of Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the sounds present to bear witness. Shambled by old people? Old people are always shambling everyone around them. Eat the old? My god, the old are somebody's grandparents.
Look who's come crawling! Traitor!
If you basically didn't have the real world and the world of America. Yeah, but why would you do that though? They're different worlds.
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sigurd, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hilfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right! Pirates till we die!
Holy
what
shit,
we
it's
want,
Twitch
we
chat.
take!
He's a streamer and he's got his own chat.
Piracy has no place in our future.
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place. Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores.
You heard that? She said south.
Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom.
Why would you say that word to me? But also, freedom for Wurlit.
When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty.
We shall build a vast colonial empire.
But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, The whole of Vilbrand must become our ship. And a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so. Still, we're all the Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us? Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
A duel.
Oh, hell yes. No better way of figuring
Very
out
well.
who's right than to use
As Admiral of
guns.
Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
This ain't over! Not till one of us is dead! Finish the job! Or I will!
So turned on right now, guys. Holy shit. This here's a well-armed militia.
It's the captain!
Captain Elfair!
Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
That is a pirate accent.
Captain!
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed.
Anyone want to give the guy some medical care?
Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian
And by
Accord,
give, I mean
we
sell at the
all
highest
of us
possible
have been
price.
part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Limsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay? Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots
Arr.
with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything ye want. We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that
Amen.
ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom!
Freedom, brother. Preach.
So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate! Lad, I made ye me right hand 'cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief.
I've never seen so many guns and so much freedom in the same place since yesterday, when I went outside.
Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
Arr.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
Do you not have hands?
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow.
Miss Beard is gone. Who's Miss Beard? Only name I heard in that conversation was the name of that beautiful gun. Annihilator. What a remarkable weapon.
There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
Dude's still bleeding out. Well, he's a pirate that's not allowed to steal, which means he ain't got no job, which means he can't pay for quality healthcare, which means he don't deserve none. Though I had anticipated a deal, I did not foresee that Hilfer would intervene. But full glad am I that he did. 'Twould have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson, and we've made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains is to do likewise with our neighbors. Almost, dude. That one's good. I hardly need tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can be wrested from the grip of their gods. And so in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds that have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. Nod. You have my thanks. Before we proceed, there's something you should know. Some 50 years passed when the Sahagin swarmed at our hulls in ever greater numbers. Limsa entered into a covenant with the kobolds. Men shall go the bounty of the sea, to kobolds shall go the bounty of the land. An ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenosia, which the kobolds believed was theirs. Bloodshed followed, and then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went till every ilm of Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. Why are you calling Liberty Water stains, what I want to know? This is not history, you understand. It's the present, fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hand, we will struggle to regain the Kobold's trust, even should we cure their temper. Admiral, you speak of obstacles we're like to encounter at the meeting, but as things stand, I see no reason why the Kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. And so we must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies. Bait. They would welcome us into their midst, not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. Yes, and given the wealth of crystals will bring, I wager they'll attempt to summon Titan there and then. Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely. He is the fish I would catch, but he will not be alone. He'll have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the Kobold side would jeopardize our chance at peace, and there my venture founders. Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's chain? We would still have to weaken the Kobolds, but it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. The artifact Mistbeard used to take goods and not life. Aye, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. So, friends, what do you think of our strategy? Alright, well, it sounds like what we're gonna do is... we're gonna lure the Kobolds into a meeting by promising to give them oil with which they can fuel their weapon of mass destruction. Then we're gonna subdue them against their will. Then we're gonna brainwash them, eliminate their religion, and forcibly assimilate. Conscript them aboard the good ship Limsa Lominsa. Sounds good to me. The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of ether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. De-brainwashing, yeah. It's a little it's a little uncomfortable to be like, man, we need to bring you our sophisticated and civilized medicine in order to cure your religion. To free your minds from this religion. That way you can actually talk to us on a civilized and reasonable basis. Like, it feels a little uncomfortable, but I do understand. Primals are bad. Summoning primals is bad. Tempered people are bad. But we're trying to fix it. We're trying to help. It's easy to make fun of, but perhaps I shouldn't. Time during which Alice would be defenseless. Even should we all look to her protection, I'm not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tezleen would do. Primals aren't based on religions, they literally call them gods. Had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. I'm gonna cure that priest or die trying. All primals are gods. I never said they were. But to the kobolds, Titan is their god. No nitpicking, my friends. I believe in you too. You and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It's settled then. See to your preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon. Primal isn't really their god. Okay, so from one point of view, sure. We can say that about any god you want. But from another point of view, it's a little weird to look at a culture that says, hey, this is my god. And then tell them, no, it isn't. We know better. Yeah, exactly. Alphinaud wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless. So I'm counting on you all to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose will be to keep you out of harm's way. Leave that to us, and focus on your own task. Indeed, and should you want for ether, you need only say the word. Gabu, did you follow us here? There's something important I want to say to the High Priest. Express, state, say. Please let me come with you. Please. I'm sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here where it's safe, alright? My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Za-Da of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you're ready, let us proceed to the Ugamuro mines at once. Alright. The Great Ship Vilbrand and or the Great Ship Limsa, depending on who's saying it. Doo, 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 doo. I always get lost in here. I have to go all the way around. All right. This Aetheryte will bear us to our quarry. Should he make to summon Titan as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. At this, all hell will break loose and we'll have an army of kobolds to entertain until Alisay's work is done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them and let Einzar do the rest. It's time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond this squall.
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
No, let me explain. Your religion is wrong, and we're here to fix you.
Aye.
Damn, weird
Just as
Twitch
we
chat now.
thought.
Now, Alize! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me!
Siblings
Let
squabbling.
none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
Protect Alice. I'm beginning the incantation. Oh, please tell me I don't have to click on anything here. Girl seems to harm the Patriarch with vile magics. Kill her!
We must protect Alize!
There. You're in my sights.
Bang, bang, bang.
There. You're in my sights.
Holy moly, that's a hell of a gun. That's one of them assault cannons that the Second Amendment guarantees my right to keep at home in case I want to shoot a squirrel or something. Go, Angelo. One person's ether alone is not enough.
Oh, just what we need.
Do I need to stand in this?
You're not alone.
There.
Crawly torque. Wrong. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate the support. A 10 trolley? Are trolleys like horsepower?
You're in my sights.
Oh shit, she's about to fire.
Here you are, Alize.
I can't shield her. Can't believe you summoned Titan there. Wait, what? Was that insensitive?
More! I need more ether!
Holy shit. I can't kill the grenades.
Just a little more!
Do I intercept them or what do I do? They don't die. Oh, nice. He did it. Can I kill him now? Nope. They blow up. Arg. Yeah, I don't blame you, buddy. That was a bunch of grenades. Robin, lend me your ether too. Oh no! No, Admiral! It's too dangerous! I made my decision before I came here. No matter what it costs me, Limsa will have peace. Ugh. Should I kill him? Actually... Nah, it's too late. Bahamut. Oh, she wants more ether. Man, I'm already drained.
Yes, this will do. Here I go. Go, Angelo.
Go, Angelo.
Did it work?
What? What is the meaning of this?
Badge.
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
No. No, 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 no! Why? Why would I do such a thing?
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
A cure for death. That'd be cool.
Gaboo!
Like
What are
a
you
button
doing here?
that we could push, like a spell, something that casts resurrect or raise.
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it, and you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already, so please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us.
Not the time to quibble.
On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
Guys, it was a living covenant, and its meaning had to change with the times.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world, if you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us!
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Rabu, an emissary of peace.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole, I fought, I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to.
Holy shit, she means it.
That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die.
Probably. Y'all's guns aren't very good.
Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
Dark Reverie, thank you for the sub, my friend. I'm glad you're still enjoying the stream. Those are her knees. You need to aim higher. That's too high.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gaboo does. And I will trust him.
Aw, that is cute. Bullet's gonna come down. It got lodged in the roof of the cave. It's fine.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're
The roof falls
always
down?
ready to help.
We know that doesn't hurt anyone in this game. That's just mild bruising.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
Let him keep the guns. Should have demanded that as a condition of his peace. Then you'd know they were actually serious about maintaining peace with you after all. A well-armed ally is a good ally. It would seem we found a way forward with the kobolds. Next, we will help the Second Order to free their tempered brethren from thraldom. I mean, we already saw he doesn't aim for shit. You'd have to give him some instruction. Are we doing overtime? Wait, what? Holy shit. Is it time for WoW? Am I late? What time is it? Oh god, I have 5 pings. I had Discord closed so it wouldn't pop up on my screen.
Connected. Channel switched.
You just need to make sure you're closing the Revit.
I am on my way.
Oh.
Ah, that's... Can I like Alt F4 and then turn it in later? I'm gonna try to close the game without doing this quest.
Support, let's see. That when it happened?
My sound
There
card
it goes.
is very
It's still there.
unhappy. Oh my god. Do you guys hear this?